in this example, we have equation 5x squared plus 30x plus 24y is equal to 51. Again, we must transform it into its standard form before we are able to determine our vertex, focus, directrix, and axis of symmetry. Okay, so all equations that needs performing the completing the square should be at the left hand side, and the rest should be at the right hand side. So in this case, we have here our 5x squared plus 30x at the left hand side. So let's rewrite 5x squared plus 30x. Okay, we have to transfer our 24y at the right hand side because this 24y doesn't need completing the square, is equal to 51. Okay, whatever you transfer to the right hand side, change its sign. So from positive 24y, it will become minus 24 or negative 24y. Okay. After that, we still cannot perform completing the square with this equation since our x squared still has its coefficient number 5. So what we are going to do is we have to factor our right hand side first. Okay, how do we factor? We just simply put our 5 outside our equation. 5x squared divided by 5, we have here x squared. 30 divided by 5, that is 6 plus 6x is equal to, just copy our left hand side, 51 minus 24y. Okay, so we can now factor, or we can now perform completing the square, the x squared plus 6x. Okay, so let's perform. Let's copy our 5 x squared plus 6x. Okay, 6 divided by 2, that is 3. 3 squared is equal to 9. So our third digit should be 9. Okay, again, rule of the completing square, whatever you added at the left hand side should also be added at the right hand side. 51 minus 24y. But in this case, we are not just simply going to add 9 at the right hand side since we have here number 5 outside. So we just simply multiply 9 and 5. We will have here 45. So we are going to add 45 at our right hand side. Okay, are we all good? Okay. Since we have too many digits in our equation, we have to simplify it. Copy our 5 outside. Factor x squared plus 6x plus 9. We will have here x plus 3 squared is equal to negative 24y. What is 51 plus 45? That is 96 plus 96. So we are now closer from our parabola. Okay, let us separate our coefficient and the variable, negative 24y. So let us just copy our left hand side is equal to, separate, negative 24. Okay, negative 24y divided by negative 24, that is y. 96 divided by negative 24, we have here negative 4. Okay, tama ba? 96 divided by negative 24, that is negative 4. Okay, very good. So, is this now the standard equation of the parabola? Hindi pa, because we still have our coefficient number 5 over here. So, what we are going to do is just simply divide both sides by 5. So, this one will be cancel. Ang may iwan na lang sa right hand side is x plus 3 squared. Okay, is equal to negative 24 divided by 5 cannot be. So we'll just simply write negative 24 over 5. And just copy y minus 4. So this is now our standard equation of the parabola. Now try to determine where does the parabola open. Is it up, down, right, or left? Okay, our standard equation of the parabola, we have here the quantity of x plus 3 squared is equal to negative 24 over 5 times the quantity of y minus 4. So, let's determine our vertex and our value of c. Our vertex here, we have coordinates negative 3 and positive 4. So our vertex is at negative 3 and 4. Okay, for our value of c, or the distance from our vertex to focus or vertex to directrix, so for c is equal to what? We have here negative 24 over 5. Okay, just simply divide 4 if you can do it. If you can't, you can just always simplify it first before dividing. In my case, I'm just simply going to calculate it with my calculator. Negative 24 over 5 divided by 4, that is equivalent to negative 6 over 5, or negative 1.2. Take note that we are looking for the distance from vertex to focus and vertex to directrix. So our value here for c is always equal to 1.2. Erase the negative sign because there's no such thing as negative distance, only positive. So the value of our c is equal to 1.2. Okay. We are forgetting something. Where does this parabola open? So we have here x negative. So x negative, it means that our parabola opens downward. Okay, let's try to graph it. Again, our vertex for the equation, that is at coordinates negative 3 and 4. Okay, so our vertex should be located over there. Next is our goal is to determine our focus and our directrix. Since we have successfully determined that our parabola opens downward, therefore our focus is located below our vertex. Okay, so since it is below, take note again, our coordinates is at negative 3 and 4. Therefore, below our vertex, we are going to subtract 4 minus our distance, that is 1.2. So our focus is exactly over here. That is negative 3 and 2.8. That is 2.8. This is now, let's put a label, our focus of the parabola. Okay, we are going to zoom it. Okay, that is our focus. The distance from vertex to our focus is equivalently 1.2. Okay, and then for our line, the directrix, which is 1.2 away from our vertex. So from 4, we are going to add 1.2. We have 5.2. Take note, directrix is a line, so that is y is equal to 5.2. Okay, just like that. That line over there is our directrix. Okay. Let's see if we have correct vertex, focus, and directrix by simply forming our parabola. In my case, I am going to type my equation here. We have plus 3 squared is equal to negative, how do we put fraction? Negative 24. I have another idea. Let's put negative 24 divide 5. Okay, it's good. Clear. Times y minus 4. Okay, so if we take a look at our graph, our vertex is in the right place, directrix and our focus is in the right place. So this is how our parabola will look like when we try to graph it. Okay, and the last one is our axis of symmetry. Take note that axis of symmetry is a line that divides our parabola that provides its mirror image like. Okay, so our vertex, that is negative 3 and 4. So our axis of symmetry, that should be x is equal to negative 3. Okay, so that is now our axis of symmetry. Take a look at our graph and let's summarize it. So our final equation is this. The quantity of x plus 3 squared is equal to negative 24 over 5 times the quantity of y minus 4. And our vertex is with coordinates negative 3 and 4. Our focus is at coordinates negative 3 and 2.8. Directrix with a line y is equal to 5.2 and axis of symmetry with a line x is equal to negative 3. Okay, thank you so much for watching. For more questions, just simply comment down below and don't forget to subscribe and click the like button if you like my content. So see you again next week. Bye!